Home security has never been so affordable and easy to set up, and it's one of those things where you either install it and you may never need it, or wait until you do, but by that time it's too late. That's where Eufy come in with their S3 Pro cameras. Hello, Nick here from TechNuovo and welcome back to the channel. So here is the S3 Pro 2-cam kit from Eufy. I've set it up to cover my home and here are my thoughts. Unboxing the package for the first time, you'll find everything you need included. The bundle includes two S3 Pro cameras, the home-base S380, associated cables, power supplies, mounting brackets and a separate solar panel too. Now with my bundle I also got a 1TB hard drive as well, but there is an option to get the bundle without one, so if you wanted to buy your own hard drive or had an old one that you wanted to use, you could. For context, I do have a Eufy camera already, the SoloCam S230, so I do know my way around the app setup, and I have added the S230 onto the home base, so I now have all three cameras set up and you can see a difference in performance. Anyway, more on that later. The S3 Pro is a very sleek bullet shaped camera. I'd say it's mid-sized. You can get smaller cameras bigger too, and given this has a solar panel feature, any smaller and it probably wouldn't work. Camera, sensors and spotlights to the front, solar section to the top, USB port and sync button and speaker to the underside, and then a thread to the rear to screw into the wall mount bracket. Overall, a very modern, tidy and well designed camera, which I like a lot, and a lot more so than the S230. The home base, well, it's a cute little box. I imagined it being bigger because it needed space for a hard drive and a circuit board, etc. A bit like a NAS drive, but it's a lot smaller, a lot more discreet and quieter as well. It is somewhat like a NAS drive for storing your footage, but it does have a few other bits too. It allows up to 16 devices or 34 sensors, so we're talking other security devices, not just cameras as well. It does have 16GB internal storage, or you can slide in your own hard drive up to 16TB into the cradle and plug into the SATA port, which I have done here. When compared to the home base that came before, there have been some upgrades in CPU power, allowing backup storage, features like facial recognition and so forth. It also includes a built-in siren which can be configured to be set off under various circumstances, which is nice to have. No monthly fees whatsoever. Buy the base, get the hard drive, and that is it. Your data is also dual layered encrypted for peace of mind. Setup is pretty straightforward. Connect the home base into your network and pair the cameras to your home base. This needs to be done via the app on your smart device, and it's a matter of following the on-screen instructions and placing the camera next to the base. Once that's done, you can go and position the camera where you see fit. For me, I removed the S230 I had installed covering the front garden and replaced that with one of the S3 Pros, then installed the second one on my garage covering the drive. The S230 was then repositioned to cover the rear garden. You can live view the camera during install to check the position works before screwing the bracket in and fixing it. Don't forget, try and find a position with direct sunlight if you want to take benefit of that self-charging feature. If not, don't forget there is a standalone solar panel included that you can install nearby and plug into one of the cameras. You'll see the camera on my garage is underneath the roof slightly, and while it does get a bit of sunlight, it's not enough to cover battery usage for day-to-day recording and needs the solar panel to help. Once your cameras are in place, it's time to get to grips with the app and checking out some of the features on offer. So the cameras include a max resolution of 4K, a CMOS sensor, the lens has an aperture of f1.0 and a wide field of view of around 135 degrees. Digital zoom, frame rate up to 15 FPS, infrared sensors and spotlights for nighttime. Speaking of nighttime, these include something Eufy are calling MaxColour vision, which to me is one of its best features. Essentially, it delivers daylight footage in low light conditions without spotlights. There are two options for this setting, standard or daylight, with standard offering slightly better clarity while daylight offers more exposure. It's great. I'd come home late at night and it records a colour image of what's going on, and it's far better than the usual black and white footage you get with other cameras. including the S230. The MaxColour view is fantastic, but if that isn't enough or not your cup of tea, you can turn the spotlight on from the camera to somewhat illuminate the area or use the infrared image instead. Eufy are calling that spotlight adaptive, which means when it turns on via motion detection, if you set it up that way, the light will automatically adjust its brightness to provide the optimum image. Motion detection, it's done in two ways, via radar and traditional passive infrared or PIR, which allows the system to detect humans and cars, which helps reduce false alerts. For example, if you're covering your front door and only want to know when a human is nearby, this helps out big time, and any false alerts, trees moving, cars passing by, won't trigger an alert on your phone. There is also something called Vision Guard and AI learning, whereby you take a photo of yourself and or your family members, and then the system can alert you when said person is detected. It does work, but it's not great. Unfortunately, detecting a person is fine, faultless, but most of the time it would just say someone has been detected and not Nick has been detected, even though I'm pretty much standing just in front of the camera. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I'm more worried about the triggers working correctly and the footage being recorded, which it does. There are loads of options and settings you can go through on the app to fine tune your setup to how you want it. You can adjust motion sensitivity, select humans, cars, pet detection, set up a heat map, manage power, set spotlight settings such as motion detection. You can also adjust video and audio quality, recording footage in 4K, 2K or 1080p and so on. Loads of customization so you can achieve exactly what you want out of the system. The built-in solar panel works very well with the camera, although I do feel the S230 works better. Whether that's because this solar panel is slightly larger on that one, or the S3 Pro's power demand is greater because they're higher spec and doing more. Regardless, the S3 Pro out the front receives very good sunlight for most of the day, and based on the time it's been installed, I don't think I'll ever have to take it down and manually charge it. The garage, as mentioned before, is in the shade somewhat, but it's the perfect spot for coverage, so that does require the use of the external solar panel to keep it charged. The system is Apple Home, Alexa and Google Assistant compatible too, if you have any of those systems in your home. Stream footage, get alerts. It could be quite nice to have, say, an Echo Show device in the kitchen streaming the footage while you cook. After having this system set up for some time now, I'm hugely impressed. The video quality of the S3 Pros is very good, it's clear, the zoom works well, and you can identify faces and number plates easily if not too far away. The MaxColour vision mode for nighttime is fantastic, the best I've seen from a camera yet, and sometimes nighttime is the most important time to capture. The solar panels work well, it will certainly save me time in having to take them down and charge them. The home base is great, it brings it all together and there are no monthly fees, none whatsoever, which I love, and it's honestly got me thinking about ditching my Ring subscription and getting a Eufy doorbell. Audio quality is okay, it's nothing too fancy, but it's clear. You can pick up conversations going on if close enough, and you can talk back if you want to. The face detection is okay, but as mentioned before, doesn't work that well just yet. This bundle retails for around £500, which is somewhat of an investment, but in my mind, well worth it, and hopefully one that will pay back over time. You'd like to think you'll never really need to go back to the footage and catch someone breaking into your car or home, but then with a system like this, if that did happen, it could go a long way with identifying the bad guys. I'm going to keep using the system. My wife has got into it too now, so if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll try and get back to you